Hey there, YouTube. Scott Stevens here. How you doing this evening? Welcome to another edition of WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. Tonight we have episode 91, and it is World Wrestling Federation action. Saturday night's main event. Got a great card for you as usual. Including some of the champions here in the World Wrestling Federation. Making an appearance, no title matches on the line. We'll have plenty of them tomorrow, though, as Halloween Havoc is tomorrow night. We are 24 hours away from WCW's Halloween Havoc. We are also, 2 days and 16 hours away from the full reveal of EA Sports College Football 25. I apologize about last night's stream. I didn't have the microphone on for the first 7 minutes of the stream, and I did not know that, obviously. And so I apologize about that. I'm pretty sure it's on tonight. Hey there, Godspeed. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well this evening. Hope you can hear me. I hope it's on tonight. I thought it was on last night. But 2 days and 16 hours away from the full game reveal of EA Sports College Football 25. And the plan is to put the entire video stream, whatever it's going to be, up intact. And then out of that, I will make several other videos deep diving into what they tell us. They're supposed to tell us everything. That's what a full reveal is, in my eyes. So, here's to hoping. Not too bad, Godspeed, not too bad. Not too bad. A couple of complaints on the day, but when my complaints for the day are about a sandwich, I guess I don't have much to complain about, right? Do you guys have Jersey Mike's up there? Up in Canada? Alright, we have Saturday night's main event for you tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's card, which is brought to you by the WWE Shop, tonight's preview. Use the link in the description below to get to the WWE Shop. They have fantastic deals on their website every single day. You can get your favorite WWE apparel, merchandise, memorabilia, some championship belts, whatever you want that's related to the WWE. You can get it at the WWE Shop using the link in the description below. Subway. Oh, yeah, we have Subway too. We found Jersey Mike's when we were up in Georgia a couple weeks ago. It's a sub shop, just like Subway. And man, I got a basic ham and provolone sub, giant sized, and it was beautiful. I fell in love. Bonnie even saw it. It had probably 3 inches thick of ham. It was beautiful. So I thought I found my new favorite restaurant. We just went to a Jersey Mike's a little while ago here in town. There was like 1/4 of an inch of meat on it. Same sub, giant sub, same price. Quarter of an inch of meat, barely, if that. There was more lettuce on it than there was meat. Embarrassing, man. For them, sad. But I guess my life is okay because, that's my main complaint of the day. So, all right, let's take a look. I looked at the sandwich like it was Trish Stratus. I don't understand that. It was not Stratisfaction. It was a lack of meat special. Tonight's action brought to you by the WWE Shop. We have Jake the Snake Roberts squaring off against Larry Zbyszko. Bruno Sammartino. Oh, I was in love. Oh, the one up in Georgia. Yeah, I looked at that sandwich. Yeah, not tonight's. I was in love. I was in love when I had that sandwich. Yeah, not tonight's. Tonight the divorce happened. Bruno Sammartino squares off against the Iron Sheik. That one should be good. Sergeant Slaughter battles the Ultimate Warrior. Paul Orndorff squares off against Ted DiBiase. Tito Santana, your Intercontinental Champion, has a non-title match against Greg the Hammer Valentine. They are cruising toward their huge matchup at Showdown at Shea next month to settle their score once and for all. King Kong Bundy, the former WWF champion, takes on Magnificent Morocco. George the Animal Steele is in the house. He's got the voice Justin Michaels in his corner. He'll battle Pedro Morales. And tonight's main event, the Red Army, who's doing double duty right now. They're in both the WWF and the WCW. They have a title match tomorrow for the WCW Tag Team Championship. They are defending. Tonight, however, in the World Wrestling Federation, they have a non-title match against the WWF champions, the Soul Patrol. This could be a matchup that we see down the road. Let's start the show, and we'll start the action. Let me remind you that my merchandise store is open, and for the next 4 days now, 15% off of everything. Use that store link at the top of the channel to get there. All kinds of book cover stuff and Talon Twister stuff from my book, Twister Town. June 15th, I got that big book signing in Clearwater, Florida, Joseph's Tea Shop. It's a book signing / Q&A. Tickets must be purchased for that, so you want to definitely get in on that. It is not a walk-up event. Tickets are on sale on my website, my Facebook, and my Twitter.
And you can just sense it in the air. This is going to be a special night, full of incredible moments. Yeah, Cole, I'm getting that feeling too, and by the looks of it, so is the WWE.
Sellout crowd here in Newcastle, England.
Making a ton of noise.
That was funny, Bunny. That was a good sandwich. They're hard to come by nowadays. Good sandwiches. All right. And don't forget, tomorrow night stream, 6:30 Eastern Time. It is WCW's Halloween Havoc. The main event, Dusty Rhodes defends the World Heavyweight Championship in an Extreme Rules First Blood match against the Total Package Lex Luger. Lots of fantastic matches on that card tomorrow night at 6:30, Halloween Havoc. Tonight's opening match, Jake the Snake Roberts taking on Larry Zbyszko. Let me know who you think's going to get the victory. Godspeed's going with Jake the Snake Roberts. I'm going to second that. I believe that is a very good pick. Bonnie, did you get my text about game time? Bonnie says Larry Zbyszko is going to get the win. He appreciates that. He is the slight underdog coming in. Let's send it down to ringside here in England and get your opening match introductions.
WWE Universe, it is absolute truth. You never trust the snake.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Weighing in at 249 pounds, Jake the Snake Roberts.
There is nothing but pure evil in the eyes of Jake the Snake Roberts. A rare superstar who seeks no adoration, only fear. Byron, I gotta say, you seem like you're ready to jump out of your seat in anticipation for this one.
Yeah, it's either excitement or there's actually a good chance I ate too much Halloween candy. I can't tell.
Jake the Snake Roberts taking on Larry Zbyszko here tonight in England, starting off Saturday nights.
And his opponent from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 259 pounds, Larry
Zbyszko.
Talk a lot about locker room dynamics. You'll never hear a single negative thing backstage.
Yeah, Jake didn't care about the snakes that he had.
Fellow superstars with respect. they respect you right back.
There are no awards for congeniality here in WWE. That respect means nothing if you lose.
No rewards for congeniality. I'm looking forward to that Halloween Havoc tomorrow. I was just going over the show setup and the ring and the arena and everything to make sure everything is okay. And it looks really good. That I did not create that arena. That arena is in the game.
Would you stop, Cole? Do you really think these superstars care about a silly holiday like
They accidentally
Halloween?
released the price of the EA Sports College Football 25 last night. I do too, Gatsby. The prices for the college football game are going to be $70, $100, and $150. The $150 is for the Heisman edition. We still don't know what is included in which package. We'll find that out on Thursday with the full reveal. But I'm all in. I'm going for the Heisman edition. I'm sure it has to do with some DLC stuff, probably some Ultimate Team stuff. Hopefully early access, that would be beautiful. Although, whenever I get early access for a game, it never works for those 3 days of early access. So early access is usually a waste. But we are 2 days and 16 hours away. There's a countdown clock on the EA Sports website for the full reveal, 11 a.m. Thursday. I have plans of putting the entire reveal video, whatever it's going to be, up on the channel intact, if I can. And then I'm going to rip out bits and pieces, and we're going to deep dive the best that we can into the modes and everything that's available. Because we still have 2 more months before we can play it. That sucks, but at least we'll hopefully get to see some gameplay. But back into the ring, Larry Zbyszko right now in control of Jake the Snake Roberts. Look at him bending the knee over that lower rope, using that lower rope as a weapon, putting extreme pressure on the Snake's knee. And there's some more, slamming it into the canvas. Jake rolled out of the way of that one. Nice running bulldog there by Jake the Snake, turning things around on Larry Zbyszko. Arm wringer, clothesline. Zbyszko staring up at the lights. That was close. 2 count for Jake Roberts, 2+ count. Slamming Zbyszko's head into the canvas. What's your name? Godspeed, did you get my message on Facebook about, I talked to Fred Ottman the other day. Hey, Jay, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well tonight. First match of the evening right here. You haven't missed anything. Just talking about the upcoming football game release for college football Thursday and my plans and all that stuff for it. There's a DDT from the man who invented it. Executed to perfection. Jake the Snake Roberts going for the pinfall on Zbyszko. He's got the leg hooked. Weight pulling forward for extra leverage. Wow, Zbyszko kicks out. Jake thought he had him. Oh, you didn't see it, Godspeed? All right, I talked to Fred on Friday morning. He said the picture was signed. It was sitting on the kitchen table waiting for his wife to bring it to the post office. That was on Friday. And he did not tell me, though, if it's tugboat or what the hell's the other one? I can't even remember right now. Typhoon. He didn't tell me if it's tugboat or typhoon. Zbyszko's going for the cover. And it's a 2 count. So he said it's signed on the table waiting for his wife to bring it to the post office. That was on Friday, so hopefully it got there. But he said it's done, and they were just waiting on that. Zbyszko had a Cobra Clutch locked on Jake the Snake there. Jake had a hand underneath the rope. Referee forced him to break the hold. Oh, we were talking about tomorrow night's Halloween Havoc, Jay. That's really all you missed. Anticipating the full reveal of the college football game Thursday. Jake the Snake with a monster clothesline on Zbyszko. He may be unconscious. Wow, not yet. And again,
It looked like a done deal.
he kicks out. Jake can't believe it. Jake's going to go for another one. There it is. The master and the inventor of the DDT and executes another one. And Zbyszko may be unconscious here. Snake should go for a cover. He's going to. Took him a long time, though. And he got the 3 count anyway. Jake the Snake Roberts rides the DDT to victory over Larry Zbyszko.
Here is your winner, Jake the Snake Roberts.
This kind of win establishes him to the world. An important
Jake the Snake with the win. Uh-oh. You better run, Larry. Look at the size of that bitch. You better run, Larry. Get the hell out of there. I'd have been long gone as soon as I saw the bag. As soon as I saw him walking toward the bag, I would have been out of there. I ain't no fool. Jake the Snake Roberts, 3.5 stars is your official match rating. Jake gets the victory over Larry Zbyszko. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you guys. I talked to Abdullah the Butcher the other day, and he was sorry he couldn't make it to the stream. He's going to try and make it to the next stream where he has a title match, and that is going to be sometime next week. It won't be this week. The next ECW stream isn't scheduled until next week, so hopefully he'll be able to join us. He told me to just let him know when it's going to be, and he'll do his best. No guarantees, but I did talk to him about it, and he was sorry that he couldn't make it the other night. He's going to try again this week, so next week. So we'll see. That'd be kind of cool to have Abdullah the Butcher join us in the chat for a few minutes while he has a title match going on, if it happens. And all this stuff about him not knowing how to read and write, I had a good conversation with him on Facebook, so he was indeed, Godspeed. He was indeed. Yep. He certainly was. And I know it's him. I know it's him that I'm talking to because, you know, he's I know there's a lot of fake accounts on Facebook and shit, but he's friends with Brian, he's friends with Bob Cook and all of the guys that I'm friends with, so I know he's legit. With Reptilian Cunning, and I lost it. I didn't see what he wrote. It looked good. For some reason, it didn't stay on my chat for some reason. It must have had a questionable term in it. They do that all the time. It looked good, though. Thank you, Jay. Next up, we got Bruno Sammartino taking on the Iron Sheik. Let me know who you think is going to get the victory. We are live in Newcastle, England. Sellout crowd here. I'm going to go with Bruno as my pick to get the victory here tonight. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the victory. I can't wait for that full reveal. 11 a.m. Thursday. Godspeed says Bruno's going to get the win. That makes him the favorite coming in. 11 a.m. Thursday. I don't know how long it's going to be. We know absolutely nothing about what's coming in this full reveal. It could be 3 minutes. It could be 30 seconds. It could be 30 minutes. We have no idea. Full reveal is all they're telling us, so we're hoping it has some content and context to it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 317 pounds, Bruno Sammartino.
We're looking at some of the most intense competitors in all of
I'm going to start things off. I'm going to do a dynasty with the Miami Hurricanes. It's going to be my first order of business. I'll do a Midnight Madness stream when it goes live, July, whatever, 13th or 16th or whatever it's going to be. And we'll do a first look. I won't start the dynasty that night. We'll just do a first look at the game, check out all the modes.
From Tehran, Iran,
all that stuff.
Weighing in at 275 pounds, Iron Sheik.
You know, I know for a fact there are a number of people in the locker room who
the Iron Sheik
with this superstar.
Well, Byron, every superstar in that locker room is being paid to
Oh, wow, Jay.
So spare me the sob story.
That sucks, man. Well, I'm glad your place was safe. Sorry to hear that, man.
And Corey, I can tell you these superstars are excited to be able to compete tonight on Halloween. Would you stop, Cole? Do you really think these superstars care about a silly holiday like Halloween?
Yeah, but we've been having some nasty ass weather. No question about that. We don't get tornadoes very often down here, but we do get them. We had one not too long ago. It was right up the street. Bonnie was actually heading right toward where Bonnie was. She wasn't home at the time, 2 weeks ago, I guess. And it was heading right toward where she was. That was a little scary. We don't get them that often, but we do get them. Well, I really can't say we don't get them that often. We do. Now I think about it, we have such nasty weather down here. We get them. I don't want to say quite often, but regularly. And they're no fun, man. They're no fun, that's for sure. So I'm glad that your place was safe. Sucks about your neighbors, though. Iron Sheik and Bruno Sammartino doing battle inside the squared circle. The Sheik with those pointed boots loves to use those things as weapons. They're very sharp. And he tosses Bruno over the top rope out onto the ring apron. Right hand to the side of the head. And there's a neck breaker on the top rope. And Bruno hits the floor the hard way.
Elbow drop right on point.
Really, Godspeed? Wow. That sucks, man. You know, that's one of the cool things. In my novel Twister Town, I'm not saying that twisters are cool or anything like that, but one of the cool things about my novel is I did a lot of research when I wrote that book. I did a lot of research on tornadoes, how they form, what they're about, the science behind them and everything. And if you read my novel, you actually learn about tornadoes. I've had a lot of people say that in some of the reviews, is that not only are you entrenched in the story, but you also learn stuff about tornadoes. And actually, I had a great review from a storm chaser in Texas who said that it was spot on, and I think that's my favorite review because that's from an actual person in the shit who gave it a great review and said they don't normally read tornado books because the author gets them wrong, and they were happy with mine, they enjoyed it, and I got everything spot on. So that was a really good review. So you can actually learn stuff about tornadoes as well. Bruno Sammartino, meanwhile, he's in a camel clutch, and the Sheik was bending his back hard. It's always nice when people say they actually learned something from a novel, that wasn't writing as a teaching moment. So that's always kind of cool. Jay's not far from Floyd. I think Jay's in Detroit, or the Detroit area, if I remember correctly. There's a 3 count. The Iron Sheik put that camel clutch on Bruno Sammartino. He could not rebound, and he got a 3 count. And the Iron Sheik got a 3 count on Bruno Sammartino. Pretty solid match. Bruno still out on the floor in front of the commentator table. Sheik having some words with some of the fans at ringside. Got to call this one a little bit of an upset. The Iron Sheik gets a 3 count on Bruno Sammartino. Kalamazoo. Okay, so that's north of Detroit, if I remember correctly. 2 stars is your official match rating. The Iron Sheik with a 3 count on Bruno Sammartino. It was a good match to watch anyway, Godspeed. All right, next up we got Sergeant Slaughter in the house taking on the Ultimate Warrior. This one should be good. Let me know who you think is going to get the victory. I'm going to go with the Ultimate Warrior on this one. Sarge is embroiled in a heated feud with Pat Patterson, so we have to keep an eye out for him as well. But I think the Ultimate Warrior just a little too much for the Sarge. We'll see. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the victory. We'll send it down to ringside. Oh, yeah, no kidding, Godspeed. Rain and snow over tornadoes any day. Although, I'm not real big on snow. Godspeed says the Ultimate Warrior is going to get the win. Ruthless aggression and superior ability brings victory to the Iron Sheik over Bruno Sammartino. Another legend meets his match. There's the Sarge.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Paris Island, South Carolina, weighing in at 314 pounds, Sergeant
Slaughter.
This is a match that folks have been clamoring.
Yeah, I don't really care for the tornadoes, but
finally get it.
I don't really care for snow either. I've said it a million times. If it could snow at 70 degrees, I'd be all right with it. It's not so much the snow I don't like; it's the the cold that comes with it.
I gotta say, you seem like you're ready to jump out of your
I
seat.
can't stand the cold, man. Cannot stand it. And Bonnie loves it. So
I can't tell.
you can see, you can figure out what goes on in the house. I'm wearing sweatshirts, sweatpants. She's got shorts and tank top.
weighing in at 275 pounds, the Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior taking on Sergeant Slaughter. Here in Newcastle, England, sellout crowd here on Saturday night's main event.
We will never forget. You can't help but feel the Warrior's energy pulsing through your own veins.
By the way,
Listen to these people.
the request was approved, and Stone Cold Steve Austin is now a member of the World Wrestling Federation, and he has his eyes set on The Rock. I don't know how soon it will be before he makes a challenge for the title, but he is here. He's not on the card tonight, but he is in the World Wrestling Federation officially now. There's the bell. This one's underway. Sergeant Slaughter and the Ultimate Warrior. Sarge with a miss, and the Warrior takes advantage. Jumping elbow across the chest, and Sergeant Slaughter is off to a very slow start.
From parts unknown, the Ultimate Warrior is a scary and intimidating figure, just inviting this combat.
Come on into the Warrior's realm.
Nice reversal there by the Sarge.
Best part of his day. Warrior counters.
Walked right into an elbow from the Warrior. Nicely done there. He's got Sarge up on the shoulder. What's he going to do with him? Snap slam. Overhand right to the top of the head. Sergeant Slaughter seeing stars right now, not the ones on his flag. The Warrior with a solid right hand. Sarge is out on the apron. Warrior, slingshot. He's on the floor the hard way. Warrior going up to the top rope.
Take some damage tonight. Taking flight.
Big chop to the top of the head. And Sarge is down out on the floor. Warrior deadlifting him. What is he going to do with him? Running power slam out on the floor. They got some mats here in England. They're a couple inches thick, but it's still concrete underneath them. Look at the Sarge up and over DDT. Out on the floor. And the Warrior's feeling that one. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that many times, Godspeed. Sarge into the railing now, thanks to the Ultimate Warrior. Ref's count is at 5. Warrior's got him up. Suplex, vertical suplex, nicely done by the Warrior. Count is at 6 now. Warrior two-handed choke on the Sarge, and Slaughter rakes the eyes to get out of it. German suplex, nicely done by the Sarge. Count is at 7 now. Warrior face first into the iron post. Oh, Sarge takes a knee to the face. Oh, he tripped him. Nicely done. The count is at 9. Somebody's got to do something here. And we got a draw. We have a double count out. Sergeant Slaughter and the Ultimate Warrior Fans here in England not happy about the ending of this one. 1.5 stars is your final result. After 3 minutes and 17 seconds of action, the referee has counted both men out. The match ends in a draw. Wow. That's right, Godspeed Boo. That's everybody should be. That's terrible. Maybe we'll see them get together again. Sarge's got his hands full with Pat Patterson, though. He doesn't need to be getting into it with the Ultimate Warrior, but he could at least finish the match. All right, Mr. Wonderful. Paul Orndorff taking on the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, coming up next. That's a solid match. I'm going to say I'm going with Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff as my pick for victory. What do you guys think? Let me know who you think is going to get the victory here tonight between these two legends. I think of all the people that I've met in the world of professional wrestling and all of the photographs that I have, I think my favorite one is the one of me and Ted DiBiase. Godspeed says Ted's going to get the victory. We got to pick him coming in. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that picture of me and Ted, but he clearly did not want to take a picture. And you can see on his face, it's so funny. That's one of my favorite pictures.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 269 pounds, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
The WWE Universe more than ready to see this one start. This is going to be good.
And Corey, I can tell you these superstars are excited to be able to compete tonight on Halloween.
Would you stop, Cole? Do you really think these superstars care about a silly holiday like Halloween? The only thing they care about is winning a match.
That may work, Jay. That may work. That's a possibility. We got your no disqualification rematch tomorrow night at Halloween Havoc between Harley Race and who was it? Booker T. Booker T.
260 pounds, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
I wish Ted DiBiase would let me hold that $1 Million title.
No chance. You are literally the reason.
Yeah, Godspeed, yep.
Security watching over the $1 Million.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Jay. I'll have to write that one down and keep that one for down the road. We got your request for the no disqualification match at Halloween Havoc, Booker T and Harley Race tomorrow night.
And of course, quick thank you to everybody watching tonight for spending part of your Halloween with us.
And I can see that Saxton got dressed up for the occasion. I didn't realize they made nerd costumes.
That meeting with Ted DiBiase. When I go to the Legends lunches with these guys, it's not a fan event. It's a private event. So everybody that's there either knows somebody or is with somebody. And when everything is over, everybody always takes pictures with each other. And that particular day when Ted DiBiase was there, he hasn't been back there since. But I wanted to get a picture with him, and he kept telling me he would take a picture with me, but every time I went to pull up my camera, pull up my phone, he walked away. He did that like 3 or 4 times. And it was funny. Because for some reason, he didn't want to take a picture with me. And he was going to, it became funny after a while because he was going to great lengths to avoid me. And I have no idea why. I didn't say anything, wrong to him or anything. And the people there usually are just as happy to see me as I am to see them. A lot of people ask me to take pictures with them, probably more than the people I asked to take pictures with me. And but for some reason, Ted did not want to take a picture, and he kept telling me, okay, and then as soon as I turned my head, he'd walk away. And this happened about 3 times, so I finally asked Brian Blair to introduce me to him, and I told him I wanted to take a picture with Ted. Brian's the president of the CAC, so, and he runs the Legends Lunches as well. So if he makes that request upon somebody, they're not going to deny him. So I told him, I said, yeah, I talked to Ted a little bit. I'd really like to take a picture with him. Can you, give me an official introduction and, make that happen? He said, sure. Walked me over there. He told him to take a picture with me. And he took a picture with me. And you can see it. It's on my Facebook page somewhere. It's on my website, too. He clearly has a look of, he's clearly pissed off. And I got a big old smile on my face. And, yeah, that's one of my favorite pictures. I have no idea why he didn't want to take a picture with me. He's the only one. Well, no, that's not true. Well, no, yeah, it is. Brian Knobs gave me a hard time one time, but he made good on it, so that was all right. But yeah, Ted's the only one that didn't want to take a picture with me. And to this day, I don't know why, but it just gives me great satisfaction when I look at that picture and I see the look of anger on his face in the picture with me. It's pretty funny. Ted DiBiase gets the 2 count on Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. It's funny, that's one of my favorite pictures. DiBiase's is it the $1 Million Dream? No, it's a Cobra Clutch. He's got it locked in. He's got plenty of leverage. Orndorff's in trouble here. I don't know if he can reach the rope or not. Is he tapping? He's getting close. DiBiase has it locked in. Orndorff didn't tap, but he was getting close. DiBiase's laughing at him. He knows that he's got Mr. Wonderful on the ropes. Went for the knee. Took a little long. Paul rolled out of the way, but did not stop anything. DiBiase walks him over to the corner. Snake eyes. And Orndorff is in a world of trouble right now. DiBiase stomping away on the chest, limiting the breath of Mr. Wonderful. DiBiase's going to go for the pinfall. And he got him. Ted DiBiase gets the 3 count. Cobra Clutch did most of the work.
Here is your winner, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Cobra Clutch did most of the work, and DiBiase gets the 3 count, and Mr. Wonderful is about to become $100 richer. Stuffing that $100 bill in Paul Orndorff's mouth. Ric Flair, Godspeed? Is that who you're talking about? 2 stars is your official match rating. Ted DiBiase gets the 3 count on Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. I was apparently invited to Ric Flair's birthday a couple of years ago, and I never got the invite. Wow. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm still mad at that. 2 years ago, I think it was, they had a big birthday bash here in Tampa for him, and I'm told I was invited. I'm told by several different people I was invited to his birthday party. There's a shitload of people I know went there. But I never got an invite. And they said they emailed it, but no one said anything to me about it, and I had no idea about it until after the fact. And like 3 people asked me why I wasn't there. I'm like, I didn't know anything about it. And they tell me I was invited and I got an email, but to this day, it has not arrived. Everybody's got a price. Everyone's going to pay the $1 Million Man. Always gets his way. Paul Orndorff is $100 richer. All right, that brings us to the intermission part of the evening. Let's take a look at what's gone down here on main event so far. Jake the Snake Roberts with a victory over Larry Zbyszko, the Iron Sheik. Well, I'm calling it an upset. Solid win though over Bruno Sammartino. Sergeant Slaughter and the Ultimate Warrior in a crappy match, double count out. Wasn't even really that good of a match before that. And the $1 Million Man, as you just saw, Ted DiBiase, with the victory. and he stuffed the $100 bill in Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff's mouth. Coming up in the second half of tonight's action, Tito Santana is your Intercontinental Champion. He has a non-title match against Greg Valentine as their feud continues. King Kong Bundy, the former WWF Champion, squares off against the Magnificent Morocco. George the Animal Steel takes on Pedro Morales. And the Red Army battles the Soul Patrol in a non-title match. Tonight's second half of action is brought to you by Fanatics. Use the link in the description below to get to Fanatics.com for all of your favorite college football apparel, merchandise, and memorabilia. Fanatics.com officially licensed everything. They have specials every single day on their website, so something's always going on there. Use the link in the description below to get to Fanatics.com, and you can get all kinds of college football stuff on their website. Godspeed says Tito Santana is going to get the win here. I'm going to agree with that one. Let me know who you think is going to get the win. Title's not on the line. Tito and Greg had a very good match at Elimination Chamber. Tito successfully defended the Intercontinental Championship. Those two are on a collision course for Showdown at Shea, next month's WWF pay-per-view, where their feud will be settled once and for all. We don't know what type of match that's going to be as of yet, but it will be a good one. The title will be on the line. Greg the Hammer Valentine, once again, one more shot at the gold for the next 4 weeks. They are just tuning up, trying to get prepared for that final meeting. Let's send it down to ringside and get your introductions. Gold is not on the line here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from El Paso, Texas. Weighing in at 247 pounds, the World Wrestling Alliance Intercontinental Champion, Tito Santana.
If this person spent as much time focused on their ring work,
A ladder match, that might be good.
Standing up for what they believe in, and maybe be undefeated.
Corey, I think sometimes a person's courage and character.
That might be good. They're definitely going to have some kind of...
Show me the last time someone got a title match because of their courage and character.
Oh no, they're going to have a backstage brawl. That was your suggestion, Godspeed.
Do you really think these superstars care about
Valentine and Tito Santana are going to have a backstage brawl at Showdown at Shea, so it'll probably take place in one of the locker rooms, or maybe in the parking lot of Shea Stadium.
I've been looking forward to
And
this one.
Sergeant Slaughter and Pat Patterson are going to meet up in a submission match to end their feud
And his opponent
at Showdown at Shea.
Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 253 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
That was your suggestion, Godspeed, the backstage brawl. I forgot about that. I have it written down here in my notes. That's going to be their final meeting at Showdown at Shea.
And of course,
Title isn't on the line here tonight. They're just tuning each other up, looking for every advantage they can get as we continue on toward Showdown at Shea. But before that, tomorrow, 6:30, we got WCW's Halloween Havoc. Tomorrow night at 6:30, be sure and join for that. That's going to be a fantastic card of World Championship Wrestling action.
You know, he understands the significance of this match. This is an opportunity to make big headway on the roster. Yeah, but meeting him in the ring's quite an obstacle. There's nothing about this superstar that signifies he'll be a pushover.
Tito's off to the good start there. Overhand chop to the top of the head. He's got Valentine in the corner. Solid boot to the face. Tito knows that any damage he does to Greg could linger on until Showdown at Shea, while Valentine knows the same thing. Anything he might be able to do to the champion may increase his opportunity, his chance at winning the title in that backstage brawl.
Face first with a waistlock takedown.
Valentine, the hands in the eyeballs in the nostrils, trying to rearrange Tito's face.
And just like that, he's out of the hold.
Tito grabbed an ankle and got loose.
Oh, shot right to the kidney. And again. Great way to wear down your opponent. He's turning the tables. Good timing with that reversal.
Tito tosses the hammer by his hair across the ring.
Kick lands. And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And the ropes forced to break. He did not want to be caught up in that submission any longer.
Double arm hook, vertical suplex, nicely done by the champion. Once again, Tito tossing the hammer across the ring by his hair.
That should do it right there.
We might get an Iron Man match in there. Jay, we still have plenty of time.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
We have plenty of time before Showdown at Shea, so we'll have we have plenty of time to get those matches set. We got backstage brawl for these two, and a submission match for Sergeant Slaughter and Pat Patterson. So those matches are set for Showdown at Shea.
Right to the arm, hyperextend. Oh no, he can be caught here. Bad spot for him. Oh, look at this, locked in. Submission move here.
Valentine now with a submission hold on Tito. He slips out the back door.
He's one step ahead there.
Santana now with the surfboard. Face plant. Greg the Hammer Valentine face first hard into the canvas.
Setting up.
Tito stepping through. He's got the sharpshooter locked in. Far enough away from the ropes, and look at him really cinching down on the back. Bending it half the wrong way, and that's it. The Hammer has quit. Tito gets Greg Valentine to tap out, and he gets the victory here tonight in England.
Winner, Tito Santana.
And that seemed like
That'll soften up Greg's legs and back as this feud moves forward. Tito Santana gets Greg the Hammer Valentine to quit. 2 stars is your official match rating. Tito Santana, your Intercontinental Champion, with a non-title victory over the Hammer, Greg Valentine. All right, next up on the card here tonight on Saturday night's main event, we got King Kong Bundy, the former WWF Heavyweight Champion, taking on the magnificent Don Morocco. King Kong Bundy has got to be the favorite in every match he's in. He did have a rematch with The Rock. It was a non-title match. He had an opportunity to prove that he deserves a rematch with the gold on the line, and The Rock got the victory. It's the only match King Kong Bundy has lost here in the World Wrestling Federation, but it was an important one. So tonight, Magnificent Morocco will face Bundy, despite Morocco being in a feud with Superfly Jimmy Snuka. They have a steel cage match set for Showdown at Shea. Yeah, me too, Gatsby.
Is the real deal.
Gatsby says Bundy's going to get the win, so he's the favorite coming in. He's a favorite in just about every match he's involved in.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 454 pounds, King
Kong Bundy.
You can hear loud and clear just how the WWE Universe feels about this individual.
Yeah, Snuka and Morocco are set for a cage match
And the way they lord it over everyone.
to end their rivalry
Some people are just better, Saxton.
at
It's like
Showdown at
European
Shea.
commentary.
And here comes the man from Hawaii.
and his opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 335 pounds, Magnificent Don
Morocco.
I can't watch this.
Keep an eye out for the Superfly. Although Snuka may be back at the hotel watching on TV going, yeah, he's in there with Bundy, so I'll let it go tonight. I'll let Bundy do my dirty work for me. Morocco and Snuka have had some fantastic matches during their feud. Steel cage match will bring it to a conclusion in about 4 weeks' time at Showdown at Shea. Tonight, though, Morocco in the ring with the former WWF champion King Kong Bundy. And if he's not worried, he should be. Bundy has only lost one match here in the WWF, and that was to The Rock. He's destroyed everyone else. So we'll see how Morocco matches up. There's the bell. We are underway. Bundy, solid left hand to the body, and there's a splash. And Morocco right off the bat is behind the 8-ball, flailing wildly. He may have cracked a rib on that first splash there. Morocco's flailing wildly. He may not know where he is. And here comes Bundy. He's got that big knee in the small of Morocco's back and those giant hands locked under his chin. Morocco working hard on the ankle. Finally gets a yank on it. Bundy flips over and has to release the hold. Morocco trying to get inside. Few men get inside on the big man. And Morocco Irish whips him hard into the corner. Follows him in there and gets him with a nice back elbow. Bundy's down. Morocco's going to go for an early cover. It's a 2 count.
Really taking the lion's share of the 3 count there.
I think since Bundy lost the title, he might go outside and get some sun. A little more free time since he's not the champion anymore. Morocco with the cranium buster. Back of Bundy's head, slamming into the canvas. And Morocco with a claw hold on the trapezius area. Bundy with the reversal and another splash. That's 2 Morocco's taken. Bundy goes for the pin. It's a 2 count. Morocco's still alive, kicks out. He's taken 2 splashes so far. Bundy loves him, and you can understand why. 450 pounds he weighs. They are effective. There's no question about that. Off the ropes again, another splash. That's the 3rd one, and this one he holds for a cover. Morocco kicks out at the count of 1. Morocco may not know where he is right now. Bundy again with that submission hold. Fingers locked under Morocco's chin. With the strength of a bull and the agility and speed of a matador, Tito Santana scores another victory over Greg the Hammer Valentine, as Showdown at Shea is on the horizon. Nicely done, Jay. Morocco deadlifting King Kong Bundy, flipping him over in midair. Inverted slam. Look at the strength of magnificent Morocco. You don't see anybody manhandling King Kong Bundy in that fashion. Morocco goes for the pin, and it's a 2 count. Bundy kicks out. Morocco thought he had him for good reason. Here he comes. Oh, he went for the end of days, and Bundy reversed it into a giant clothesline. The big man off the ropes. Off the ropes again. Double momentum splash. That's going to do it. He hooks the leg, but it's not needed. King Kong Bundy destroys magnificent Morocco. What was that, 4 or 5 splashes?
Here is your winner, King
Kong Bundy. It's amazing this man is no longer the WWF champion. He wasn't pinned, and he didn't submit. He lost the title in an elimination chamber match. So far, The Rock is the only man to pin the big man during his time in the WWF. Most of his matches go similar to that one. Squash. 2.5 stars is your official match rating. Morocco didn't do bad. He held his own. But once Bundy got the opportunity, he reversed that end of days. Turned it into a double momentum splash, and that was all for Mr. Morocco. Next up, we got George the Animal Steel, managed now by the voice Justin Michaels. He'll be squaring off against Pedro Morales. I want to tell you something. I don't know if you guys saw it the other night, but somebody commented yesterday or the day before on George the Animal Steel. They said, this looks absolutely nothing like the real George the Animal Steel. And I did not create him. I downloaded him. But I kind of took offense to it because I think it looks pretty good. So I said it actually does kind of look like him. And it's a video game, so you can only do so much. And the guy responded, and he said, well, with today's technology, I think they should do better. And I said, well, he's not even in the game. Somebody actually created him, and I downloaded him. And for that fact, I think they did a fantastic job. And you should look at Ric Flair. He's actually in the game, and this George the Animal Steel looks better than the Ric Flair does, and somebody created this one, and Ric Flair's in the game. So obviously the guy was talking shit about the game and has not even played the game because he knew nothing about it. And that burns my ass. If you're going to talk shit about a game, at least play the game. You know, at least know what you're talking about, and I'll give you some credibility. At least validate what you're talking about. Anyway, I think so, Godspeed. I think he looks good. The only thing missing is his green tongue. I mean, he's got the tights down, the black tights with the red stripe. I think he looks almost identical to him. He certainly looks better than the Ric Flair rendering who's actually in the game, because that Ric Flair is terrible. So, all right, let's send it down to ringside. Godspeed says George the Animal Steel is going to get the victory. I agree with him. Let me know who you think is going to get the win. Pedro Morales is tough, but George Steele is, well, he's just crazy. And he's got the voice Justin Michaels in his corner. And you know Justin, he's always looking for ways to interfere to help his client. So Pedro definitely has his work cut out for him tonight, and that's why I'm going to go with George the Animal Steel as my pick for victory here tonight. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the victory. Pedro just going up against way too much here tonight. Watch, he's going to shut us all up and get a win in like 5 minutes. Let's send it down to ringside. We are live, sold-out crowd in Newcastle, England. Saturday night's main event. This one should be good.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Weighing in at 240 pounds, Pedro Morales.
Matches like these, with talent of this caliber, this is why sports entertainment is an art form.
Pedro Morales. World Wrestling Federation's Saturday night's main event.
And, of course, a quick thank you to everybody watching tonight for spending part of your Halloween with us.
Absolutely, thank you.
Saxton got dressed up for the occasion. I didn't realize they made nerd costumes.
And don't forget, tomorrow night, 6:30 stream time, Halloween Havoc. Coming tomorrow night, can't wait for that. Solid card coming your way for the WCW pay-per-view. There's George the Animal Steel.
Detroit, Michigan. Weighing in at 340 pounds, George the Animal Steel.
And he's accompanied to the ring by his manager, the voice, Justin Michaels. The path of destruction continues as the former WWF champion King Kong Bundy proves his intensity and brutality over the magnificent Don Morocco. George the Animal Steel here on Saturday night's main event. Of course, led to the ring by the voice, Justin Michaels. George is looking for a turnbuckle to munch on.
The only thing they care about is winning a match.
And the fans are loving him here in England. I think they're cheering because they're afraid of him. They don't know how he's going to react. They want to keep him happy. George Steele, Pedro Morales. We are underway. George Michaels. Justin Michaels in the corner of George Steele. Keep an eye on him. Big back elbow there by the Animal. Pedro's on the defensive right away. Nice reversal by Pedro. Turns it into a DDT. Pedro slamming down on the shoulder of the Animal. Went for a splash. George rolled out of the way. Pedro must have saw King Kong Bundy's match. It's amazing how many times Bundy does that in his matches. But it's efficient. Can't argue with the results. George has a boot under the chin, choking out Pedro Morales. Using that top rope for extra leverage, drops a knee right into the middle of the face of Pedro.
Going up top.
The Animal heading up to the top rope now. Hops right up there. Good agility for the big man.
Take off. Oh, huge miss there.
Wow, he went for an axe handle to the top of Pedro's head, and he missed the mark. Animal's still on the attack, though. Solid left hand to the side of Pedro's head. Turning him around, using that top rope to choke him out. Steele goes for the cover. Only a 1 count. Pedro's tough. Pedro Morales isn't going to go down easy. Fans here in England loving George the Animal Steele. He's not used to that. Dropping a knee across the elbow of the fallen Morales. Boot to the face. That's rude. 2 of them. There's a kick to the midsection. Punch to the midsection. Knee to the midsection by Pedro. Turns things around. And he tosses the Animal over the top rope out onto the floor. Pedro follows him out there, and he's going to lock in a heel hook. All that pressure on the knee and the ankle. George the Animal Steele out on the floor here in England. Haven't seen Justin Michaels yet. Oh, George got a knee up. Nice reversal. Break of the eyes. The Animal how has Pedro high up above him. Pedro slips out the back door and takes out the knee from behind. Nicely done by Morales there. He tosses the Animal back in the ring at the count of 6. Climbs back in himself. We haven't seen Justin Michaels at all so far. Running knee to the midsection, and the Animal's down. There's Justin. Looks a little bit worried. Pedro looking for the Boston Crab. Has the Animal locked in. Oh, the Animal got a hand under the lower rope. You saw the look on Justin's face. He was not happy. Morales top rope. Superfly crushes him. George Steele's in trouble. Pedro goes for the cover. 2 count only. The Animal kicks out. Justin looking on intently from the corner. Morales stomping on the chest. Setting up an arm breaker. Morales nails it. George rolls out of the way, gets up. Wildly throws a punch. And there's a shot to the throat by Pedro. Overhand right across the back. Double axe handle to the back. Steele down to 1 knee, and now he's down back down on the canvas. Elbow to the midsection. George reverses it. Eye rake once again. Arm wringer. Clothesline. Pedro's looking at the lights. Steele helps him back to his feet. Walks him over to the corner. Slams his head into the turnbuckle, and I believe Pedro's busted open. Nice hip toss. There's a chair. Justin Michaels just threw a chair into the ring. Pedro blocked it, bitch slapped George. And there's a punch to the throat. That chair's in the ring. Referee doesn't see it. Nobody sees it. Justin Michaels the only one to see it. He's the culprit. He tossed it in there. Always looking to help out his clients. Pedro stomping on the shoulder. Off the rope. Splash! Pedro Morales now in control. Big left hand. 2 of them. Big elbow to the face. Referee finally sees the chair. Tosses it out of the ring. Morales with a backbreaker. And the Animal is on the ropes. Arm breaker. Steele is in trouble here. Morales walks him over to the corner. Slams his head into the turnbuckle. I don't know if that hurts George. Back elbow by Pedro. Animal's down. He's in trouble. Pedro goes for the pin. And he got him. Pedro Morales A bloody Pedro Morales gets the 3 count on George the Animal Steel.
Here is your winner, Pedro Morales.
Justin Michaels talking shit with some of the fans at ringside. He's not happy with the results here. He threw a chair into the ring, but nobody saw it except the ref. And he tossed it back out onto the floor. It was a good match, guys. Maybe one of the better ones we've had here tonight. Justin Michaels still arguing with some of the fans at ringside. I don't know where George Steele went. Pedro celebrating in the ring. Blood pouring down from the bridge of his nose. 2.5 stars is your official match rating. Pedro Morales victorious over George the Animal Steel. All right, good crowd here tonight on Saturday night's main event. It's time for the main event of the evening. It is the Red Army, who are currently the WCW World Tag Team Champions. They're doing double duty right now. They defend those titles tomorrow night at Halloween Havoc. But tonight, they have a non-title match against the WWF World Tag Team Champions, the Soul Patrol, and they've been on a pretty good roll as of late. Godspeed says the Red Army's going to get the win. I'm going to stick with the Soul Patrol. They've been on a pretty good run lately, so we got to pick them coming in. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the win. The Red Army shouldn't even be in WWF. They have not lost the WCW Tag Team Championship yet, so they should not be in the World Wrestling Federation, but I keep forgetting to change that. So here they are. And they are looking to prove that they deserve a shot at the World Wrestling Federation titles. Should they lose the WCW titles tomorrow night? Who are they defending against tomorrow night? The Road Warriors. They are defending the WCW World Tag Team Championship against the Road Warriors tomorrow night at Halloween Havoc. Be sure to join me for that. 6:30 bell time. But tonight, they're going up against the Soul Patrol, so we'll see. It may be a champion versus champion match, but no gold on the line. Let's send it down to ringside and see how this one plays out.
Here comes trouble.
There they are.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 571 pounds, the World Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions, the Tough Guy,
The Soul Patrol, Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas, Mr. USA and the Soul Man, the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. They've been very good champions so far. They've successfully defended their title 2 times, I believe. Let's see if these guys have their WCW belts with them here tonight. Yep, they do. They're wearing their WCW belts. They are the WCW World Tag Team Champions.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 546 pounds, the WCW World Tag Team Champions, the Red Army.
Ivan Koloff and Nikolai Koloff. Nikita Koloff, I'm sorry. I always do that. I don't know why. They are pulling double duty, defending those WCW titles tomorrow night at Halloween Havoc, making an appearance here tonight in the World Wrestling Federation. A little bit of cross promotion going on here tonight on Saturday night's main event. No titles on the line.
For the occasion. I didn't realize they made nerd costumes.
Ivan Koloff without the bandana. Nikita Koloff with yeah, no kidding, Godspeed. Somebody's getting sued. As long as they don't throw the belts in the garbage, everything will be all right. Ivan Koloff starting off for the Red Army. Rocky Johnson for the Soul Patrol. Speed, intensity, and strength equals victory for Pedro Morales over George the Animal Steele. That was a good match. That was a very good match. Ivan Koloff and Rocky Johnson. There's a big DDT, and Ivan Koloff off to the very strong start here for the Red Army. A win here by the Red Army would go a long way. They could guarantee themselves a shot at the title when they join the World Wrestling Federation. It's a nice reversal there by Rocky. Johnson tosses Ivan over the rope out onto the ring apron. There's a drop kick. Rocky loved those drop kicks. And Ivan's out on the floor the hard way. Soul Man follows him out there, trying to separate his shoulder. I don't know what he's talking about. That was a brutal small package suplex out on the floor right on the neck. I don't know what he was talking about. Submission. Maybe Tony and Nikita were doing something off camera. There's a boot to the midsection reversal by Ivan, but only momentarily. Look at the knife edge chops by Rocky Johnson. Solid right hand to the face. Ref's count is at 6. Rocky Johnson hammerlock suplex on Ivan Koloff. Soul Patrol can get a count out here. I don't know why they picked the guy up and then get in the ring. Leave him laying on the floor. Count is at 8 when Ivan gets back into the ring. That's a really stupid AI move. If you're going to get back in the ring when the count is still going, leave the guy on the floor. Don't help him up. Got a better shot at a count out that way. Ivan takes the Soul Man over to his corner, introduces his face to the turnbuckle, and there was a solid right hand to the jaw. Rocky Johnson holding on to those top ropes, and Ivan with the alley-oop, 2 points for the Red Army. Ivan Koloff tossing Rocky hard into that corner. Now Ivan climbing up to the second rope. Dragon Sleeper on the way, trying to put Rocky to sleep.
Dragon Sleeper locked in. Oh.
Soul Man might be out. Ivan's not going to go for the cover quite yet. Trying to separate that shoulder first. Rolling snapmare by Ivan Koloff.
And he continues to mount on the pressure. Things are really going his
Makes
way
the tag. Here comes Nikita for the first time tonight. Stomp to the arm. Rocky rolls over Nikita with that submission hold locked in on Rocky Johnson. Referee's right there. Rocky's taking a lot of punishment here. Finally, Tony Atlas comes in to break the hold. And he pays for it. Nikita with a big chop to the throat. But Rocky gets the drop on Nikita because he was focusing on Tony Atlas. Rocky slams his head into the turnbuckle there. And he walks right into a big Russian back elbow. Rocky with a boot and a reversal of his own. These two going toe-to-toe here. Sidewalk slam by Rocky Johnson. Soul Man's going to go for the cover. Only a 1 count.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
He should have.
What a takedown. Fujiwara.
Arm wringer takedown into a Fujiwara armbar by Rocky Johnson. Look at the pressure on the shoulder and the elbow. Nikita Koloff is in some pain right now. There's a knee lift to the face. That'll take his mind off his injured elbow. Rocky makes the tag, and here comes Mr. USA for the first time tonight. Tony Atlas climbing up to the top rope. Nikita still down. Diving elbow hits the mark. Tony's going to go for the cover. And Ivan Koloff comes in to make the save. Tony Atlas messing with Ivan Koloff. He's not the legal man in the ring. Rocky Johnson just sitting there and not helping out at all. Belly-to-belly suplex by Ivan on Tony Atlas as Rocky Johnson just looks on. Oh, nice. Fireman's carry, Samoan drop. Into a Samoan drop there by Rocky Johnson on Nikita Koloff. Ivan's out of the ring now. Tony has his attention focus back on the legal man in the ring, Nikita. There's a pendulum backbreaker stretch across the knee by Mr. USA.
Watch this display of
Wow, nice cross suplex there by Tony Atlas, followed by an arm breaker. Fans on their feet here in England. Tony Atlas has Nikita Koloff high above his head. Rotating vertical suplex on the way. There it is. Tony going for the pin. It's a 2 count. Nikita kicks out. Tony Atlas thought he had him there. Atlas deadlifting Nikita, flips him over in midair. Inverted slam. Tony Atlas showing off that huge strength. What's he going to do with Nikita? Snap slam. I think Nikita slammed his head on a turnbuckle on the way down. Tony tosses him across the ring by his leg, makes the tag, and here comes Rocky Johnson.
He's got to boost up his levels of aggression at this point.
He should hop right on him and go for the pin. Instead, he's going to take him for a walk around the ring. Finally, Rocky goes for the cover. Wow, that was close. 2 3/4 there. Ivan came in but didn't help. Rocky's got Ivan up. Jumping pile driver. Nikita with a DDT on Tony Atlas. Rocky and Nikita are the legal man in the ring. Tony Atlas is out on the floor. Nikita choke slam on Rocky Johnson. Or rock bottom, since that's what his son calls it. Either way, Rocky Johnson on the receiving end. Nikita's going to do it again. And he does. Trying to slam him through the canvas. He goes for the cover. Rocky's in trouble and he kicked out. He's still alive. Nikita Koloff working Rocky Johnson over. Now he's got him up. Nice suplex. He makes the tag, and here comes Ivan Koloff. Rocky Johnson is in a world of trouble right now. Ivan Koloff is going to pull the Soul Man a little bit away from the ropes. Goes for the cover. He's got the leg hook. The shoulders are down, and it's a 2 count. Soul Man kicks out. Tony Atlas is still out on the floor outside the ring. He's hurt. Ivan Koloff now has Rocky down, stepping through. Tony finally getting to his feet. Ivan Koloff, surfboard, face plant. Rocky's face hard down into the mat.
He's able to sidestep there.
Rocky sidestep. Looked like it was going to be a spear, but the reversal only lasted momentarily. Toe drag takedown there by Ivan Koloff. He's going to go for a pin. Referee way out of position. And he stopped counting. The referee stopped counting for no reason. Is the fix on? Is this a Vince Russo match? The ref stopped counting for no reason. Rocky makes the tag. Here comes Tony Atlas. He does not look happy. They should be celebrating a victory right now. Belly to belly suplex by Ivan Koloff on Mr. USA. Tony's head into that top turnbuckle. Ivan Koloff kicking the calf. Tony's hurt. Big uppercut forearm. Tony Atlas is in Never Never Land. Standing drop kick. And Ivan really pummeling Tony Atlas right now. There's a hammy stomp. He's just piling on right now. Tony might be primed for a pinfall. Koloff slamming his head into the turnbuckle once again, and he played around too much. Tony got a reversal in there, but only momentarily. Ivan's still in control. Fans here in England, not big supporters of the Red Army. But as Ivan Koloff is playing games with the fans, Tony Atlas working his way over to the corner to make a tag, but Ivan stopped him momentarily. He makes a tag to Nikita. Tony trying to make a tag, and he gave up on it. Nikita with a DDT. Tony should have kept trying to make the tag. That didn't work out for him. Nikita goes for the cover. It's a 1 count. Nikita makes another tag. Ivan right back in the ring. That tag may have been a little too quick. Tony Atlas now. He's got Ivan up, spinning him around. Sit down powerbomb. He's got the feet across the shoulders. Tony Atlas has Ivan down, and it's a 2 count. Tony's pissed. He can't believe he didn't get him. Ivan Koloff just barely got out of that. Nikita came in and attacked Tony from behind. He's not the legal man in the ring. Him and Rocky, nope, they're not going to go at it. Looked like they were going to. Tony Atlas flexing to absolutely no response from the fans. Heads back to the corner, makes the tag. Here comes the Soul Man. Ivan Koloff still down. Rocky Johnson. He's going to roll him over for a Boston Crab, and he's got it cinched in really well. Ivan's in trouble. Nikita's there trying to do something. He can't stop it. It's like Rocky has a force field around him, and he let it go. Rocky's going to go for the pinfall. Nikita gets out of the ring, but he comes back in, and he breaks it up. That was interesting. I don't know why Nikita, he threw 2 punches, couldn't get any of them to connect. Look at Rocky. Bitch slapping all over Nikita. That was interesting. It was like Rocky had a force field around him. Nikita finally gets out of the ring. So we're back to just Rocky and Ivan Koloff. Koloff now drops Rocky. Stepping through, and now he's got a surfboard of his own. And a face plant. Soul Man hard. Face down into the canvas. Ivan Koloff now with the cover. He's got the leg hooked. The shoulders are down, and wow, I thought that was it. Rocky Johnson kicked out at the very last fraction of a second. Now Ivan Koloff stepping through. Sharpshooter. He's got it locked in. Here comes Tony Atlas. Drop kicks Koloff to break the hold.
Punch right in the head. Locking up the legs.
Ivan not done with Rocky yet. Cloverleaf. Torque on the back, the knees. Rocky's in a lot of trouble. Luckily, Tony came in to save the day. Ivan Koloff on the top rope. Went for the diving elbow, and Johnson rolled out of the way. He makes the tag. Here comes Tony Atlas. He should be pretty well rested. He's got Ivan Koloff. Inverted scoop slam. Nicely done. Mr. USA goes for the win, and here comes Nikita Koloff to make the save. Tony's got Nikita. Drops him throat first on the top rope. And now Ivan Koloff, big knife edge chops across the throat. Tosses Tony into the corner right through the referee like he was invisible. Ivan goes for the pin, but Tony had a foot under the rope. Nikita finally getting to his feet. Tony got out of the way of that. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. But Ivan Koloff with the German suplex anyway. Continuing his assault on Mr. USA. Ivan doesn't know what to do. Too long of indecisiveness. Tony reverses things. Running neck breaker by Tony Atlas. He's going to deadlift Ivan Koloff. Flips him over in midair. Inverted slam. He should go for a pin. He does. Tony Atlas goes for the cover. And he got him. The Soul Patrol get the victory over the Red Army. What a fantastic match. Soul Patrol have been hot. The Soul Patrol, your WWF Tag Team Champions, with a non-title victory over the WCW Tag Team Champions, the Red Army. That was indeed a good match, Godspeed. 4 stars is your official match rating. I thought it could have hit 4.5. Fantastic match. I tell you, the Soul Patrol, man, they've been hot. I think they're highly underrated here in the World Wrestling Federation. Everybody keeps thinking they're going to lose the title, and they keep not losing it. All right, let's take a look at what went down here tonight on Saturday night's main event. Tonight's recap is brought to you by Godlike Hosting. Godlike Hosting brings you premium game hosting with high performance, minimal ping, and improved protection. They specialize in Minecraft and Grand Theft Auto, as well as 28 other games. You can get a free trial at Godlike Hosting if you're looking for a new host, just by clicking the link in the description below. Godlike Hosting, give them a shot. All right, Jake the Snake Roberts opened up tonight's action with a victory over Larry Zbyszko. And then, of course, Jake took the Snake out. Iron Sheik with a very solid win over Bruno Sammartino. Sergeant Slaughter and the Ultimate Warrior, double count out there. Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, with a good victory over Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Tito Santana, non-title victory over Greg the Hammer Valentine. Pretty solid win for Tito tonight. King Kong Bundy, as expected, victorious over the magnificent Morocco. Pedro Morales got the win over George the Animal Steel. That one, a little bit of a surprise. Justin Michaels, of course, all kinds of shenanigans outside the ring, but Pedro Morales came out with a victory anyway. And as you just saw moments ago, the Soul Patrol continue their run, the WWF Tag Team Champions, with a non-title win over the Red Army. All right, no more action tonight. We are now going to bump the calendar up to tomorrow night's live stream. It is WCW's Halloween Havoc tomorrow night. And I'm going to tell you what the card is tonight. There's some specialty matches still to be decided, but Dusty Rhodes is going to defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Lex Luger in an Extreme Rules First Blood match. Bruiser Brody challenges Mil Mascaras for the WCW Championship. Hollywood Hogan defends his WCW US Championship against Tully Blanchard and Ron Garvin in a triple threat match. Ric Flair challenges Goldberg for the WCW Hardcore Championship. And as we just spoke of, the Road Warriors will challenge the Red Army tomorrow for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. And you know the Road Warriors are pretty happy with what they just saw. Booker T is going to take on Harley Race in a no disqualification match. Vader and the Masked Superstar will continue their feud, as will Scott Hall and Bob Cook. That is your card for tomorrow night's WCW Halloween Havoc, 6:30 bell time. Be sure to join me for that. Tonight's action has been brought to you by the WWE Shop, Godlike Hosting, and Fanatics. Make sure you use the links in the descriptions below to take advantage of all the great deals they have on their websites. Don't forget, we are 2 days and 15 hours away from the official full reveal of EA Sports College Football 25. I'll be deep diving into that all day Thursday. I should have plenty of videos for you up before we go live Thursday night. And let's see, I got my book signing coming up June 15th. They've asked me to push it a little bit harder as we're getting closer now. We're within a month of that happening, June 15th in Clearwater, Florida, Joseph's Tea Shop. It is a book signing and then a Q&A session afterward. Joseph's Tea Shop is providing all kinds of different types of teas as well as plenty of food for the event. It's going to be really fun. It's a high-end event. Tickets are $85 and they can be purchased on my website, my Twitter, and my Facebook. This is not a walk-up event like most of my other events are. You do have to buy a ticket for this one, so they know ahead of time how much food that they have to prepare. That's going to be a lot of fun. That should be cool. So that's all I have to remind you of, other than tomorrow night at 6:30, WCW's Halloween Havoc. And I just, again, can't wait for Thursday for the full reveal of College Football 25. Once that game comes out, I'll be streaming that exclusively. And the wrestling's going to take a break for quite a while because I plan on playing college football probably for the rest of my life. So that's going to be cool. If you saw anything you liked tonight, make sure you drop a like down below. If you have not subscribed to the channel, now's a good time to do that. Body slam that sub button and then hit the bell icon next to it to turn on all of your notifications because you don't want to miss out on anything. I have fresh content every single day on the channel, and I go live 5 times a week. Have a good night yourself, Godspeed. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jay, for joining. Thank you for your headlines. Thank you, Bonnie, for stopping in. And thank you, everyone else who stopped in along the way. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you have yourself a fantastic evening. And don't forget, tomorrow night at 6:30, I hope you join me. WCW's Halloween Havoc. Wait a minute, Godspeed. Jay's got one more headline for us. The Soul Patrol, with heart, courage, and determination, hold off the Red Army's invasion in an instant classic. But could we see these teams go head-to-head, title for title, to see who is the GOAT? Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that plays out. All right, thank you for those, Jay. Thank you everybody for joining. I'll see you tomorrow night, 6:30 bell time. WCW's Halloween Havoc. That's going to be fun. And then don't forget, 11 a.m. Thursday, we get the full reveal. EA Sports College Football 25. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's only Monday. That sucks. Or is today Tuesday? I don't know. It's not Thursday. I know that. So, all right. See you guys tomorrow night, 6:30. Thank you for joining. Have a great night.